Old Laws Are Often Good Laws, by Walker von Krieg, a Jonsquill Ministries production. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Jeremiah 6 verse 16. As the United States speeds down the highway into the valley of destruction, I have noticed one of those forces driving its decline, and indeed the entirety of Western culture, is the tendency of those on the left to denigrate laws on the basis of them being over a century old. I am mindful Scripture teaches us it is the broad way that leads to destruction. That road so many are traveling is characterized as a liberal way, when in reality it is a satanic way, filled with the doctrines of demons. Granted, laws made by men are often reflective of human defects. But that does not mean they are necessarily bad laws that should be overthrown on a whim. More than 60 years ago, when I was still a teenager, I read an article mocking old laws. One of those old laws, that was then over a century old, restricted a man from beating his wife with anything bigger than his thumb. Now that law was misinterpreted by the article's author to mean a man could not beat his wife with anything wider than his thumb, which meant he could use a cane. But was it, even misinterpreted, a bad law? I would argue that it was not a bad law. Even misinterpreted, it meant a man could not beat his wife with his fists. Given what I have seen in life, it would be a good law to call upon today. And it sure is a good bit better than Islamic laws regarding women, who have less value than a camel. Many of the men who developed Western law were not Christians, though in fairness we must admit some were. The influence of Christianity, even upon unsaved lawmakers, was what made Western law superior to the rest of the world. The writing of Scripture by the prophet Jeremiah shows the superiority of the Judeo-Christian foundation over all others because its basis is God. Those who claim to be either Christian or Jewish when wanting to alter good laws are neither. Recent laws, such as those allowing abortion, were ill-considered laws. They not only caused the murder of unborn human beings, but untold suffering for those women of good sensitivities who suffered guilt after going through the unspeakable act. Sin is like that. People who desire a return to the common acceptable practice have serious spiritual issues no matter whether they claim to be part of a Christian or Jewish organization. Putting a fox in a henhouse does not make him the head rooster. But it is deadly to the hens. It is doubtful that it is bleeding hearts for youthful offenders, inspiring some to challenge laws requiring teenagers convicted of murder in the first degree to be put away for life in some states. Their purpose may be to increase the control of the federal government over state government and thus diminish the voice of the people. If they wished to overturn law in a positive manner, they would be going to the states and promoting death penalty laws for first-degree murderers in every state. But then the evil influence behind them may want its murderous servants freed to murder again. Evil loves anarchy. When you see people trying to force a nation from the old paths by overthrowing their laws or making them of no effect, there are questions you should ask. The number one question is, what is the impact of changing the law? The number two question is, what is the true purpose of those wanting to change the law? There are other questions that can only be asked and understood by people of the faith. Does the change serve to honor God, or is it a rebellious act against God? What will the stand I take say to my children and generations to come after me? Not taking a stand when there is a cause is taking a stand. Yet there is a final question to be considered. It is a question that can be asked by anyone given to logical thinking. What will be the long-term result of the change? Actions have consequences, and bad actions have bad consequences. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. Jeremiah 6 verse 19. This has been a Jonsquill Ministries editorial. To learn more about us, visit our website at jonsquillministries.com. Please give us a thumbs up. Also share and subscribe to our channel.